WrestleManiacs, Maniacs. This is the podcast, it's called WrestleManiacs. Adam, Donna, Indy, and Josh. They're now together forever and son. WrestleManiacs. This is the podcast, it's called WrestleManiacs. WWE, AEW, TNA, JPW. WrestleManiacs.
What's going on, fellow WrestleManiacs? It is I, your host, Adam Perez. We're back once again with a brand new live predictions video, baby, as we're set to get into WWE Backlash, the first PLE of the season after WrestleMania has, in fact, wrapped. We're back, and when we're back, we got some predictions for you guys. We're going to have some fantastic match breakdowns. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Good late evening, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, Datila? It's good to see you. How you been?
Good to see you too. It's been a while, life's certainly taken a 180 for me, but I don't want to go too much into details about that.
Yeah, I know it's been kind of crazy for you, but it's good to have you back. Good to certainly see your face. I think you were here for Were you here for WrestleMania predictions?
No, I was
No, you weren't, right? That was so. It was definitely weird having like just the rundown of your matches. We're so used to having Datila around, so I don't know if me and Josh didn't know what to do with ourselves or what, but we tried to do our best. We tried to make you proud
Thank you.
for that weekend. But Josh will be here shortly. He's a little bit busy on his other side, but he certainly will be joining us here. I think I'm probably like 2 or 3 weeks behind wrestling. Well, maybe about 2 weeks behind. So it'll be interesting to see how some of these matches go. We've got 5 matches on the card.
Really? Only 5?
5 matches, yeah. I figure like if it's not like the big PLE ones like our big 4 or big 5, I think we can really count on like 4 or 5 matches, I think. Okay. So we'll see how this goes. This is going to be in St. Louis. I'm kind of curious when the last time St. Louis actually had a pay-per-view event. I feel like St. Louis doesn't getting a lot of shine, so we'll see how this one goes. But how have you enjoyed wrestling since WrestleMania?
I think in the John Cena heel turn, honestly.
Really you're digging it?
Yeah. Yeah,
I've kind of missed out on it, man. I'm a little bit bummed. I hear he's been cooking on the mic. I get the opportunity to look at some of the clips and stuff, but you've been liking things so far?
Yeah, I have.
Is there something that hasn't worked for you since WrestleMania?
I'm trying to think. I thought Drew McIntyre was going to like enter the world title picture, and yet he's chasing after the US title. I also really like Naomi's heel turn. Like that's been really good.
I've been wanting to see more of her heel turn. I think I saw her at WrestleMania. I was really impressed by like her presence. I haven't really watched her on. I don't really watch SmackDown, unfortunately. I just don't have access to it like I wish I could. So I miss all the SmackDown stuff, which is a little bit bummer to me because I know the I still haven't even had the opportunity to watch the TLC match, the WrestleMania, the tag match. I heard that was crazy from some of the things that I wind up seeing. I think the tag team division over there is really hot. I definitely want to check it out. I've been missing Jacob Fatu's reign as U.S. champion. I've been really wanting to see his stuff also. So I'm a little bit, SmackDown. Who's the better brand right now, SmackDown or Raw?
I think in terms of storytelling, probably Raw, but I think SmackDown, when it comes to I think Raw overall, because SmackDown, I guess because it's 3 hours, it feels like it drags.
That's right. I keep forgetting SmackDown is 3 hours long. So it starts at what, 7 o'clock Central Time? So yeah, 7 to 10. That's kind of crazy. What made them decide to change it? Just because of the move to USA?
I think so, but it's only supposed to be temporary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure they got the roster to fill it out, but I guess maybe the quality and the depth of the roster maybe isn't as good as SmackDown. I mean, as Raw.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy that they're the same company yet it feels like two different companies.
Does it really? Okay, all right.
Mhm.
Maybe I gotta find a way to check out SmackDown for sure. So yeah, we've got 5 matches on the card. We're gonna give our predictions along with our confidence points also. Maybe some bonus points here or there. We'll see by the time we get to the end of this. I might need your help, Dotsil, in the sense of getting us caught up in regards to some of these storylines, how we got to these particular matchups here, because there are some that I've missed out on. And then once Josh comes in, we'll get him caught up in regards to getting his predictions and stuff for some of the matches that we've started talking about so far. So if you guys have been following us for a while, you guys know I like to go ahead and try and put together in fantasy book the order of the matches on the card itself. So, Dacula, let's start off with I'm actually surprised that there's as many title matches on this card, with the exception of Gunther and Pat McAfee. Everything else is for a title. So first up, let's have some title fun here. I think we all want to kick off with Penta and the IC champion Dom Mysterio here. I think he's offended it already on television against Penta. He pulled out the W against Penta last time due to the return of JD McDonough, which was a really cool surprise. I didn't know he was going to be back from injury as quickly as he certainly was, but really great to see him back. I haven't had the opportunity to see how things have unfolded with JD back. It definitely looked like at the time Finn didn't even know he was certainly set to return, maybe feeling a little bit kind of out of the loop. But Penta gets his rematch here against Dom, as we've got a lingering Finn Balor out there, probably eyeing the IC title for himself a little bit. How have you liked this build-up, Datila? Let us know a little bit about how we got to this point since those past maybe 2-3 weeks.
Well, this happened after WrestleMania. This feud has been building since WrestleMania. I'm hoping it ends with Penta winning the IC title. You know, basically like Penta had a match and the Judgment Day got involved. So it's pretty much how like we got to this point because they kept getting involved in his matches.
Oh, even after Dom beat him?
Yeah, I think there was one more. Yeah, that's how Dom beat him.
Oh, okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. I think we got Josh here too. Let me bring
Joshua.
change Joshua's in here. Yeah, what's up,
Say
Josh?
his name and he appears. That's right.
I wish I had a Zoom. I would love to zoom in right now. Or yeah, there we go. That's the Joe Hendry look.
Oh, I just gotta turn around right like that. There we go. Don't get me started.
We'll make it work.
There we go.
How have you liked the Josh? We just kicked off with the first match. We haven't done predictions yet, but we're talking about the IC title match, Penta versus Dom. How have you liked the build up here?
It's okay. I mean, I think it's given, both superstars a spotlight. I mean, look, can we talk about in 2025, we've got 2 luchadors talking in the IC title hunt? I mean, to me, that alone right there, I mean, in WCW, they were always cruiserweights 25-something years ago. So, I mean, it would have been unthinkable at this point to have an IC champ. Now, granted, you've had, others be IC champ before, but I mean, to me, I think it's great. And especially with the acquisition of AAA, I mean, I'm curious to see, if we're going to get anybody else coming in there, maybe somebody else joining the Judgment Day. That's been a thing. So could we see, and again, this is just a theory, but could we see maybe Alberto Del Rio or El Patron appear? I mean, again, who else but, Alberto, right? Because, I mean, Finn's kind of in, kind of out of the Judgment Day. So I like the buildup. And I think it's timely, especially with Dom being kind of wrestling royalty, lucha royalty. I mean, why not have that crossover start now?
Datila, let's start doing our predictions here. Who do you got this match?
Penta es cero miedo.
It's not pendejo? No.
No. Es cero miedo.
Okay, I like it. I like it. You know what? I'm gonna go with Penta also. I'm gonna go with Penta also on this one. I think it's a weird interference maybe here by Finn Balor, maybe costing him the title a little bit. Maybe somebody else costs him his title. I know he just got it and he's so over with the fans, but I could see Dom getting the title back pretty quickly. And I think I don't think people would be mad at Penta for certainly getting it. I think they would be, I think it would just be more heat on somebody like a Finn for costing Dom the match. That's how I kind of picture it going down, but who knows if there's interference or not. I feel like there will be of some level from who I don't know, but I'm for some reason I'm feeling Penta on this one too. I know Dotley, you picked Penta for WrestleMania. It didn't happen, so
Yeah, I know.
maybe second time's a charm here. But I have a feeling I just feel like there's so many bodies vying for the IC title or like being able to be in that IC title race. That'd be fun to not have like a back and forth all the time. But I don't know. I just think the idea of Penta getting it this soon, and especially after Dom winning it, give me a feud. I'll take a nice little back and forth feud for the IC title between these two. So I'm gonna go Penta here. What about you, Josh?
I still take a Dom because I mean we're in May and June's coming up, right? We've got the June 7th Money in the Bank as well as the Lucha Libre When Worlds Collide. So to me, I think it gives more credence to maybe Dom defending at the AAA Lucha, When Worlds Collide thing, and maybe we have it to where we have a rematch. Maybe. Oh, guys. Okay, look. I mean, and Doctor, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't a big thing in Lucha, unless I'm wrong, a hair versus mask thing? Could we get a mask versus hair match at When Worlds Collide with Dom versus Penta? And Dom, I mean, what's the most crazy thing they could do? Would Dom do it for the sake of Lucha? I think so. Have his dad shave him, and that's a whole thing right there.
Okay, this is gonna come to as a surprise, but yeah, I might be Mexican American. But I don't watch Lucha Libre.
But I think historically,
Shameful.
well, again, I like to say I presume, but again, in California, I figure you see a lot more of that than here in Texas. We wouldn't.
I don't watch Lucha Libre. I know it airs here in California.
Yeah.
I think on Azteca TV or Azteca America. I just personally don't watch Lucha Libre. So,
well, I just as his well, I think for historical purposes, I think that's a popular stipulation. Seems like hair versus mask has been a thing, and to me,
I want that.
What a great way to start.
I want that saved for Rey Mysterio's final match. I think Rey's final match should be against Dom, and it should be hair versus mask. I think it's to finally put him away. That's how I would save that match for Rey Mysterio retirement. But that's just me.
The closest I ever got to watching Lucha Libre was Mucha Lucha.
Oh, okay. I watched a little bit of Lucha Underground, a little bit here and there. But I don't know. I just think to me, to make an impact and kind of, I dare say.
Pun intended?
Huh?
Pun intended when you said make an impact?
No. Very good idea, though. But I mean, I think it would be a cool way and something that you don't really see in WWE very much, mask versus hair. And so, again, it kind of gives the credence of, and again, I think Penta, who is well known, I know, in the community, giving him kind of that thing in front of that. And imagine, again, just the pictures alone of Dom getting his hair cut or his head shaved, whatever. You could, I mean, there could be a whole storyline of, look, I think of Punk losing his hair back in 2010, right? And a feud with Mysterio. Well, he ended up wearing a mask. So we always talk about, and see, I watched Busted Open. So what Dom had said about recently about the luchadors, it says they're all so ugly. That's why they wear masks. That's why I don't, because I'm young and handsome. So that's why I don't have to wear a mask. And so to me, I kind of wondered if that was a little hint of saying hair versus mask for the title. I don't know. I think you could have Penta win the championship and take Dom's hair as kind of a thing. Heck, even have Rey Mysterio be there to help Penta shave his son. Why not? I don't know. I just think for a historical moment for both the luchador people as well as just really wrestling history in general, I think it'd be a neat thing to see.
We got Indy in the house. What's up, Indy? Good to see you. He says, "Let's go." He says, going to MLW tomorrow. I think MLW, yeah, they've got a big Azteca Lucha. Looks like CMLL and MLW. They having like a Worlds Collide sort of thing tomorrow. That sounds pretty badass out in Chicago.
And can I add something, guys, if I may? I was just looking this up on Wikipedia because I thought something and I was right. So there actually was on the initial inaugural When Worlds Collide in May of '94, there was actually a 2 out of 3 falls match, mask versus hair, with Octagon and El Hijo del Santo. Now again,
El Hijo del Santo.
Yeah, there you go. Versus La Pareja del Terror, Art Bar and Eddie Guerrero. So again, I don't know. I'm just saying historically, it would be kind of a neat nod with Eddie Guerrero and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know.
I like it.
Might be, again, something I have not seen listed online. I just thought about it, fantasy booking. So
what's our confidence points here?
A 1.
Yeah, this is my 1 also. What about you, Josh?
We have how many matches is it?
5.
I'll throw a 2 on this.
Okay. I got 2 on it. All right. Next match. So we got like 4 title matches on here, surprisingly. But I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the one singles match that we don't have a title on the line. And that's gonna be Gunther versus Pat McAfee. I really don't know why this is even happening personally. Unless like St. Louis is like a Pat McAfee hometown. Maybe that. I have no. He's from Indianapolis. Well, at least he played for Indianapolis Colts. But last time I saw Pat McAfee, he got his ass choked out by Gunther. I don't know if he's been back since. You guys might catch me up on this.
Yeah, he has actually.
He returned.
That's how we got to this match.
So what happened between these two? What happened between these two when he came back?
They had a face-to-face where Pat McAfee challenging Gunther to the match.
Oh, that's it? Okay. Was Gunther ever on another tear after that? Did he choke anybody else out after that event? No. I know he was suspended indefinitely, and then like a week later he was reinstated.
It's official.
Yeah. So yeah, that clearly didn't last very long. But if I had to make a prediction, I guess I feel like this has got to be a squash match. I mean, I know Pat McAfee's done some cool things in the ring and stuff, but I mean, do people really expect this guy to pull off a W? I mean, I know that he's lost against Jey Uso, but it's not like Gunther's hot trash all of a sudden. I can't imagine he's going to be going on some sort of like losing streak beginning now. Give me Gunther in a very like if there's a 2 count on Gunther in this match, I will be devastated. So I think this is an easy one for Gunther in here, but maybe I'm wrong. Give me Gunther. Josh?
Gunther, but I think it's all a play and a ploy to lead to the return of Goldberg. Now, whether we get that at SummerSlam, I don't know, but there's been heavily rumored that, Goldberg has himself said he's going to retire in 2025, and we had the Bad Blood interaction. Now, my guesstimation is Gunther wins, decisively, but keeps beating the hell out of him. And then all of a sudden, surprise, surprise, Goldberg happens to be in the house and, maybe scares Gunther off. I don't think we have a spear onto Gunther, I wouldn't think. But, I mean, again, we're talking May 10th, so we're looking at May, June, July. I mean, unless they do Money in the Bank or something, I would imagine Goldberg wants to retire at SummerSlam. So,
is there a crown jewel in there somewhere?
Not till November, I think.
Yeah, okay. There's not a Saudi Arabia show, I don't think, in between yet. But, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, to me, I think Pat McAfee reminds me of like Jerry Lawler in the 2000s, where he all of a sudden would have a random match because, it's very reminiscent as I think about it in a way of JR feuding with Taz and then Jerry Lawler stepping in for de facto Jim Ross, right? Now, granted, maybe not the same, and hopefully Gunther doesn't lose to Pat McAfee because that would be terrible. I think it's going to be, they'll probably give Pat some nice things, but it's Gunther. I mean, he's a former world champion. The fact that he tapped out to me, I think, still pisses me off.
Yeah, that still pisses me off.
I still take Gunther. A happy Gunther is a wholesome Gunther.
I'm waiting to see Pat McAfee feel the first chop to see just what his expression is going to be.
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Dante, who do you got in this match?
Gunther.
Confidence points?
Um,
This is my 4.
Really?
Yeah, it's my 4.
I think this is my 3.
I don't know why I should put it at a 1, but I feel like I should put it at a 1 because, Pat McAfee could win by DQ because Gunther goes too far. So I'm going to give it a 1. Beats the hell out of him, and they're like, "Stop, Gunther, stop!" And again, Gunther's now the dinosaur that again, that visual alone of Gunther wiping Jimmy Uso's blood. And where the hell is Jimmy Uso not coming after Gunther? Let's talk about that because now Jimmy Uso's just hanging out with R-Truth on SmackDown and Raw. Just
maybe this is where he interferes.
Maybe.
Could be. I mean, they have to feed him somebody, but yeah, I'm going to go with a 1 because again, there could be some screwiness to this that I'm not going to be happy with.
All right, so we got confidence points for. Oh, by the way, before we continue, I don't know if I think I did this. I don't know if Datila did, but
What?
Josh, you were the tribal chief of predictions for WrestleMania.
Oh no,
I did not know that.
I didn't acknowledge Josh.
I'll be damned. I didn't even know that myself.
Yeah, Josh, you won WrestleMania.
How close was it? Had to be close, I'm sure.
I think you had like 10 correct matches. I think the rest of us only had 9. So just from a win-loss record combined for the 2 nights, you took us all out. You had your night 2 was the strongest for sure.
Nice. What was the difference? Do you know what the difference match was, or what was the big shift?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I erased the points on my board. I'm sorry. I literally just erased them like 2 days ago. I completely forgot.
It's okay. It's like the original WrestleMania card. It always changes, right? So
yeah,
go to that new show coming out.
But yeah, John, I think I might have acknowledged you on the review, but maybe I'm wrong. But Josh, you are our tribal chief of predictions.
Tribal chief
friend.
Josh.
There's always
one. The tribal chief.
Well, what is it like WWE? I always lose, and then it comes out at the win at all of a sudden the biggest show of all. So
That's where it counts. All right, next match 3. Let's put another title on the line. Let's get I was gonna say a triple threat, a fatal 4-way match here for the United States Championship. We got a lot of people vying for this U.S. title. Didn't we just have a multi-man title match for this at WrestleMania?
No, this was a singles match. Now it's switched.
It was originally a singles match.
No, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. That's right. WrestleMania was
LA Knight and
LA Knight.
IC. So it's switched.
Okay, that's what I'm. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Basically.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of here. Jacob Fatu, has he defended this title on SmackDown since he got it?
I don't think so. Not that I recall. Did he?
Okay. I don't know. Doctor, do you know if he's defended his title so far or not? Jacob? Yeah, has he defended it at all?
Crap.
I don't think so. I think they've all been vying for the number 1 contendership. Seems like.
No.
Well, we got 3 number 1 contenders. LA Knight going for his strap again. And the 2 that have been in the feud, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, have somehow inserted themselves into this feud. And they're vying for some gold themselves. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the idea of Drew and Damian being in this position, even though I definitely do view them both as main eventers. I am always big on the idea of a main event person going down for a mid-card title a little bit every now and then. So I'm kind of really excited for this match. I have no idea what's going to happen here. I'm expecting a really good match, to be honest with you. I think this could be a really great one. I like all 4 workers in this one. But Josh, predictions time. Who do you got?
Okay, so first of all, I've got Jacob Fatu, but I've got to send a shout out to
Ram Jam. Shout out Ram Jam.
Yeah, shout out Ram Jam for sure. So I've got to show it to Jacob Fatu, although now I cannot look at him without busting out laughing because when he brings out that yada mean, every time I hear that, I think of that damn Scary Movie show. If you remember the movie way back in the 2000s. Yeah, I mean, son, that jacket is tight, son. So now I cannot help but crack up laughing every damn time I see him on screen. I just hear it in my head. So thank you for that, for bringing that meme back, Jacob. I appreciate that. No, I think Fatu has to win because, I mean, it's a multi-man match. It gives the idea, really, that I think LA Knight and Damian Priest are going to feud, and it could be LA Knight, that one of them is going to turn heel, and I think it's going to be LA Knight. I think LA Knight's had enough of being the superstar, and I think
You think it's possible?
I think so. I think it's going to be Damian's going to cost him the match somehow. LA Knight turns because we've seen Priest as a heel. Drew is always a heel, seemingly. You got to have some sort of shift somewhere. And Jacob Fatu is a heel. I mean, the problem is, and I think another podcaster said it best, that they cheer for everybody now. Everybody's got their catchphrases. So you have heels, but you kind of have shades of gray across the way. Because look at Seth Rollins. He's a heel, but people still sing his song. So
yeah.
Is there really a true heel at this point? I don't know.
So you're going with Jacob Fatu. How about you, Datala?
The same. I'm also picking Jacob Fatu to retain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacob here also. This is my 3.
This will be my 3, I guess, because I think I already picked 2. I think
this is my 2.
Me too. Yeah, I don't know. Out of all these matches, I'll ask you guys this question when we get to the end, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to this match a lot, though. Ram Jam, give us some of your predictions so far. We have talked about the IC title match. We've talked about Pat and Gunther, and then we just talked about the Fatal 4-Way. Let us know who you got in some of these. All right. Next up, what was the match that I had next up? Oh, we got another title match on the card. The Women's Intercontinental Championship. Ira Valkyria against Becky Lynch. I'm kind of really looking forward to this match. I really love the chemistry that they had in their initial match. So I think these two ladies actually might tear the roof off the place. I don't know if it would be the best match of the night, but I think we got some relative bangers on this card. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Penta and Dom match could be really great. The Fatal 4-Way match could be really great, and I'm really looking forward to this one also. Backlash could turn out to be a classic at the end of the night. But they've definitely been feuding. Becky Lynch. We originally had Bailey versus was it Ira? I just Lyra. Except for WrestleMania, Bailey gets injured. She got her ass kicked. Becky winds up taking the place. Great stuff that they had, but now we've got a situation where Becky is now back to the man persona, clearly very much the heel in this feud. Has Bailey returned at all? Has anybody seen Bailey lately?
Bailey isn't back yet.
She's not back yet?
No. Not sad about
that. I'm sure you aren't. So I am curious to see how this all unfolds here. This is match 4. We have made our circle here. Datila, one, how have you liked the build up for this? How have you liked the return of Becky Lynch? Oops, you know what? I edited this wrong. I have Becky as the champion. I'm so sorry, Lyra. Let me put some respect on your name here. Who do you got in this one, Datila?
So the build to this I did not like. It did not make sense to me, especially the way they executed it, and I got Becky winning.
Nice.
Manhandle slam 1, 2, 3. Why not?
No, I think it'll be more than manhandle slam 1, 2, 3. But yeah, I think I got Becky Lynch in this one also. I really want this to be like a long time feud between these two, if possible.
I mean, they've done it before. They've had their matches in NXT for the NXT Women's Championship. In fact, we're talking October Halloween Havoc 2023.
Did she beat Lyra then?
If I remember correctly, and let me confirm that, I believe it was actually Becky had it, and then Lyra won.
Lyra beat it from her. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
kind of dig this. I think Lyra's had a pretty decent run as IC champion. I wish that she had more storyline to go with it, but her defenses have always been relatively good. I am looking forward to this match for sure, but I kind of think the idea, like I was saying before, having like people like Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre in a mid card title match, I think does nothing but help boost the that mid card importance a little bit too. So I would be down for Becky Lynch winning this one. So yeah, give me Becky here.
Well, I think she pretty much said it best whenever on Raw that Lyra was like, well, you were the first Intercontinental. Oh, nope, that was me, the first Intercontinental champion. I'm like, damn it, you've already telegraphed it at this point. I mean, she could catch her, but I mean, Lyra's good babyface. She needs to chase things. I mean, after being killed by Nia Jax almost, I mean, she's got to do something else, right?
You got who you got in this one?
Me?
Josh. You going
Oh,
Becky
of course,
too?
Becky. Becky always must win. Becky Hogan on the way.
I heard somebody. She did an interview. I can't remember what interview she recently did about people calling her Becky Hogan, and people like giving her a hard. Interviewer talked to her about like people giving her a hard time that she should be putting over the young wrestlers and stuff. And I thought she made a great point. She's like, you guys don't say that to the men. She's like, you got all these people that have been around for years still going after these titles and stuff. You gotta you bring all these new guys in and they still get beat by the veterans, right? But nobody ever complains about that. I actually thought that was a really good really good point that she wound up making. So I'm like, yeah, I got no problem with this W if Becky takes it.
No, but I take it in tongue in cheek because I mean, look, if it was Hulk Hogan, first of all, her name would be Valkyria Lyra, right? Because he can't even keep the damn names correctly. Benjamin Shelton. Looking at you. I think that she does well putting people over because I mean, look, she didn't have to go to NXT, and I jokingly say Becky Hogan, but I mean, I think it'll be good because this character is what we needed. I didn't like the wearing weird shit like her husband said. I thought that was strange. So to me, at least she's kindly going back to the man. So I don't mind. It's better than having Ronda Rousey look angry at everybody and get upset when she gets booed. So, it's going to be a great match. I mean, this
Yeah,
I'm definitely excited for.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Confidence points. What do we got here?
This is my 4.
Sure, 4. I don't even remember. What do I have left?
You have a 2 and 5.
Okay, let me put my 2 on this one.
Okay.
All right.
And Josh, you have 4 and 5.
Yeah, I'll pick a 4. Why not?
Okay.
Everybody knows what our 5 is going to be. So, I mean,
Ram Jim says, I think Becky wins this, and then Bailey comes out and confronts Becky afterwards.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I kind of dig that.
Why not?
I do hope Bailey comes back. Bailey is such a. I really like Bailey. I don't know why people don't like Bailey. Maybe she's like in that middle of like persona, trying to figure out what she wants to be, sort of thing. But I still really like her as a wrestler, though.
It's not that I dislike her. I just think I didn't like her in Damage Control either. So I mean, to me, I thought it was just a weird. I think you said it right. She's a great wrestler, has talent, has skill, but her character has been just missing for some reason. I don't know.
Should she just go back to hugs?
I think she could. Honestly, and this is gonna sound so stupid, but you know how Cena's kind of keeping with his whole gimmick, and like people are still buying it. Hell, why not have her do it too? Go back to the hugs. People buy it. I don't know if you remember when Chris Jericho came back. I think it was in 2012. He came out with the, all the pyro, the stuff, and all he did was stand in the ring and smile. Didn't say a word, right? All was like, oh, yay, he's back. And they suddenly, and it was a great thing. And I need to send it to you guys to watch it again. But I think if Bailey does that, comes out with the Bailey buddies, does the smile and things, it's almost so cheesy. it's heelish because it's so ridiculous. And that's what I think of Jericho's, because that was genius. He never said a word, never did anything heelish. He literally smiled, never said anything. People started booing him because they're like, wait a minute. He's just acting like a jackass because he's being the quote unquote old Chris Jericho to get us to cheer. I'll send it to you and you'll kind of see what I mean. But to me, why not have her do it? It's been long enough now where people are like, holy crap, now it's Bayley. She's back. And then if she's going to feud with Becky, go for it. And it could be a ruse this entire time. I don't know. I think that the Cyberpunk Bayley, experiment to me is over. I think we need to go old school again because it's been around long enough that she can change. If you think about it, how long has it been since she's been Bayley?
Yeah, I mean, I would be open to. I kind of want to see her go back to the hugs personally. If she does become heelish, I definitely want her to have the ridiculously over the top laugh. I was always a big fan of that and calling people ding dong. It was just so. It made. I don't know. It was just very heelish to me. I personally really loved it. But I kind of want the hugs back. And
the thing is, it takes one moment. She wins the title. Everybody are cheering. Yes, Bayley's finally champion again. She comes out, does that insane laugh. You're a bunch of stupid idiots. Of course you're going to get behind me. Of course you are. You're sheep. You guys are sheep. I mean, to me, the next week she comes out with the Bayley buddies, does the same thing. Suddenly you see a Bayley buddy. All of a sudden they're not colorful. Maybe one's in a dark green or it's got a sad face on one of them. You could do a lot of stuff with it. I mean, you really could get crazy with it if you want to. But you could turn on a dime like that, and people were like, "Holy hell, she played us."
Ram just says maybe you can have Becky, Charlotte, and Bayley as a unit. I was gonna say the four horsewomen, but one of them's not.
Baby. Let's go with Paige again because she's
3 or 4.
Yeah, we only got 3 or 4 right now, but I kind of dig it right now. At least where they're at in their career, that'd be kind of dope. But all right. And then last but not least, the title match. One last time, our legends here, Randy Orton, the Legend Killer, going up against our champion. That's so crazy to say, the undisputed WWE champion, John Cena, in his 17th reign, making history. Dantula said that this buildup is in pretty fire in regards to, especially with John Cena on the mic and stuff. I've kind of missed this buildup here. How are you guys feeling about this going into this match?
You know, it's kind of strange to see this feud in the opposite way. Like their feud the entire time has always been Orton heel, Cena babyface. So now to see the opposite is so weird. Like I would have never have believed you would have a heel Cena versus a babyface Randy Orton. But I've been digging it. You know, I've been digging the feud. I think Cena's a great heel.
Have you liked the heel run, Josh?
I think I go back and forth because I see what they're trying to do. To me, I think a nuance that's not been discussed, I think, is they're trying to get it to where we look 20 years ago, 10 years ago, the men in the audience were Cena sucks. The kids were let's go Cena. Now because he's turned heel, they're hoping you're going to get the opposite, where the kids are saying Cena sucks. The adults are like, hell yeah, Cena rocks, whatever. I don't like it. I think it's Randy Orton saying, look, you need to be a dad, mellow out. That's all well and good, but nothing's going to come of it, right? And then Cena talking about essentially, Randy Orton is tonight on SmackDown. He's a third generation superstar. Two things. One, I think that they're trying to make it fire. And again, it's all right. But to me, Randy Orton, if he doesn't win tomorrow, he's the stupidest idiot. And here's why. And let me tell you why. The last times we've seen them, right? And Dodla backed me up on this. Every time John Cena's talking, turns around, bam, RKO, right? All Cena has to do, come out to the ring. Orton has to wait for him to start talking. RKO, 1, 2, 3, we're done. So to me, and John Cena, to me, I'm sorry, he's killing me with that sell job, down for 15 minutes at a time. So to me, I don't like it because there's no physicality. Think about his build-up with Cody. How many times besides Cena beating the hell out of him one time did Cody really get in a fight with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, the build-up is... Kevin Nash said it best, I think, to be honest with you, and I think he said it the right way. He said the difference between Hogan and Cena's heel turn is that Hogan, you didn't know how long he was going to be around. Like, was he going to retire that year? No, you had no idea. He was going to be conceivably a heel forever. With Cena, we know there's a time clock going. He said that's the thing. And when he said 26 days, we know, or 26 dates left, we know either he's going to go out a heel or a face. So there's no, oh my God, WWE's going to change, because he said the territory is always something's going to be made right. The bad guy usually loses in the end. So he said that's the only thing. And I kind of feel the same. I hate to say it, but I feel the same vibe. Like, I enjoy the ride, but this dude with Orton, besides, I don't feel the threat level like we're hearing, if that makes sense. Because John Cena theoretically was supposed to take the title and go home, and now because he gets RKO'd, he's going to have to defend it. I don't know. I just at least Punk was gone for a little bit when he won the title and ran away. Where Cena was out there the next night, and we got a random. So Orton's on Raw and RKO's him. So I don't know. I don't love it. I'll just say it. I don't love it.
I think it's going to be Cena's Money in the Bank match, Punk. It would make the most sense.
That'd be pretty dope.
Win? Probably not. It'll probably go back to Cody. Where the hell's Cody? Does Cody come back and turn heel on Randy Orton? Because, why not? At least they do something interesting.
Oh, that would be interesting. All right, predictions time. I think we all have John Cena here, but I have no idea. For me, I've got John Cena winning. Well, you know what?
Got John Cena. I got Cena.
I'm starting to think here. You know what?
Does Cody sold his soul to The Rock, and now The Rock comes to save Backlash?
No, I think I'm gonna go Randy Orton here.
Really?
I'm gonna go Randy Orton via disqualification. I think we see a run back of their 2008 No Way Out. Was it No Way Out match? I think it was for the championship. Randy Orton had
where Orton slaps the referee.
Yeah, I think it's
could be.
I think it's gonna be. I was gonna go John Cena, but I'm like, wait, how does that play in my head if he gets disqualified? So let me pick Randy Orton here. I think it's a great match. I think Randy Orton almost seems to be maybe too much for John Cena. And John Cena's only escape to get out of this match and still be champion, and a very heelish move is to do the same thing that Randy did to him all those years ago as payback, and slap the hell out of the referee to cause a disqualification. And he walks away. He loses, but he walks away still as the champion. So give me Randy Orton here.
Okay. I'll take that. But I still think Cena will win somehow by hook or crook. I'll take them 5, and
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say? Who?
I'll say Cena wins, and I'll throw a 5 at it because why not have it to where he loses in his hometown? Unless somehow they go to Boston, then all of a sudden Cena's in danger. But I'll go with Cena at this point in a lackluster match. I don't think it'll be good.
No. What about you, Datsila? Who you got?
Also Cena, 5.
All right, I like it. I was completely Cena the whole entire way, and I was like, how does that play out technically? But yeah, okay, so that works. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, fuck, did I really want to leave my 5 for this one? But you know what? This is what predictions is all about, baby. I got 5 on it. Yeah, give me.
You're in rare form tonight. We're gonna do. I'm gonna need some more of those bars to go. Maybe you can do the next WrestleManiacs intro.
We got. No, I'm gonna leave that up to you, Josh. So we all got our 5s here on this one. I like it. We'll see how tomorrow certainly plays out. We got Ram Jam says John Cena wins with the help from R-Truth.
Oh my God! Yes, please. If there is a God, please have R-Truth be his like. Please.
Well, on SmackDown, he did have a giant sign that said "Let's go Cena," so it's possible.
Oh my God, that is genius! Oh my God, please, yes.
Hungry says Cena winning 100%, but he's gonna cheat to win. I got it.
What if? Wait a minute. I want to throw something out here now. I don't think it'll happen, but it would be freaking crazy. Granted, because there's a pay-per-view with TNA, right? Or is it an event, or is it a pay-per-view, daughter? The upcoming one with him and Trick Williams, like in a tag team match. It's Joe Hendry and whoever else versus Trick Williams, I think.
Okay, it's not a TNA pay per view. It's an NXT pay per view, and it's just gonna be Joe Henry versus Trick Williams for the TNA
Okay.
title.
What if? Oh my God, this would blow my mind. What if Joe Hendry cost Orton the match and got pissed off about the whole 3-minute squash? Because he did talk about Cena for him at the Rumble. It would be crazy, but I mean, why the hell not? And then Orton
Stranger
goes
things have
over to
happened.
TNA. Well, it gives Orton something to do for TNA. He gets his ass. I don't. I'm just saying. I mean, can you imagine, Donald, Randy Orton walking into the Impact Zone or whatever they call it now?
That would be crazy,
I
honestly.
mean, Elijah just came back to NXT. What a hell of a crossover. Joe Hendry does the favor for Orton, gets his ass beat in 3 minutes. Even if Orton wins the TNA title, why not? To me, oh my God, that'd be amazing. Joe Hendry cost Orton the championship. Oh, I don't know. The implications alone would be pretty cool, I think.
I've kind of enjoyed this TNA mix-up with WWE and NXT. I really enjoy what they've been doing with it. It's been really fun and kind of unexpected. I don't know if titles will ever change hands. I mean, maybe one day, but
I honestly think Trick Williams is gonna defeat Joe Henry.
really,
Yeah. The reason why I think
how's that gonna work?
The reason why I think that is because with Mike Santana, well, I think it's going to be Mike Santana versus Trick Williams for that TNA title. I think you need. I don't know if you guys watch TNA, but with Joe Henry being a face and Mike Santana being a face, especially they're going to be in New York, Mike Santana's home state. You definitely want to put him against a really good heel, and who better than Trick Williams? So I think Trick Williams takes the title.
Wow.
And poor little Mello's lost with Miz on SmackDown.
That's gonna be brutal. Poor TNA. How are they gonna handle the idea that an NXT guy beat their dude?
Boy, wouldn't be the first time someone from a different promotion takes their title. I feel like this is a repeat of 2021 with Omega, Christian Cage, Josh Alexander.
Yep, literally.
Wow, I can't wait. I'm gonna look forward to that one for sure. All right, so we got all of the predictions out of the way. When does this air? Anybody know when this airs?
Tomorrow. Backlash is tomorrow.
What time?
At
you know,
4 p.m. 7 Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
So 6 here.
So 6 p.m. here. Okay, gotcha. We'll see if I get to watch it live. I got no idea what the plans are for tomorrow. If I do,
that answer. That's such a dad thing. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. It just depends on what I have to do.
Yeah, it depends on what the kid lays out for me. What kind of evening it's gonna end up being. And then we got Mother's Day on Sunday too. Everybody get you, if you haven't gotten the mamas their presents yet, fellas, you got 24 hours to start getting something ready. Maybe like 15 or 16 hours if you can get something really quickly like Sunday morning.
Just put a bow on yourself. If you really want to tempt fate for either your mom or your wife, just put a bow on yourself and say, I am the gift.
I don't know if that'll work.
Like, I'm the reason you're a mom.
Y'all haven't even heard what I've told Ashlyn lots of times.
You might need a couch to sleep on or buddy's house to go over after that.
Hey, at least, you know what? At least you can watch NXT that way. At least you can watch the Backlash, so you're not interrupted, right? There you go.
Is there an NXT thing tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow? I gotta see.
No,
okay, it's just Backlash tomorrow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and see if I can watch it. Maybe we'll try and do a review tomorrow night for you guys. I'd say maybe 10 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know if anybody's got plans. Josh, you got plans tomorrow?
I don't
10
have
p.m.
No.
Okay, 10 p.m.
10 p.m. should be fine. Child should be knocked out. Wife should be knocked out by then, hopefully. So,
if I can join you, I will. I'll see if I can watch it live.
I might be able to watch it live. I don't know if I'll be able to do a review. I think we have family coming over tomorrow, so we'll see. But I'll let you guys know
to watch it. Is that what you're saying? They're all going to come watch Backlash and watch John Cena win?
Yeah, they're all going to watch John Cena win.
A live reaction video. It's perfect.
So Josh, it may just be you for the review tomorrow, if that's cool with you. Yeah. If not, I'll be here with you, but I'll keep you posted if I'm able to watch it.
I'll just queue all by myself. It's all right. All by myself.
That's exactly what I was going to say right now.
Hungry says, I'm trying to be a comic book writer, and I wrote a story for me as a hero where my mom is my Uncle Ben. That's what I'm giving her. That's pretty cool, Hungry. Not going to lie. That's pretty creative. Gives you that inspiration of with great power comes great responsibility.
Now I want to read this, and hopefully you don't kill your mom. And
Yeah, hopefully you don't.
no
I was about to
one
say,
will
yeah,
let her
actually,
keep
hopefully
her
you don't
alive.
kill
That might
her.
not be the best message. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. You died in the thing, but you're at least a great hero and inspiration.
I wrote a really great like pop-up panel where you're just soaking in blood from a gunshot wound as you give me your last bits of advice towards life.
I mean,
So
if you give her a Mama Rose kind of ending, I mean, holding Cody
Mama
Rhodes,
Rhodes.
that's fine. Look, I still need
it
it.
all comes back. It all comes back to Mama Rhodes at the end of the day,
That's true.
crying over Cody. But
He
we'll
is
see.
typical. If I could only draw.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into drawing. Actually, I used to enjoy drawing years ago, like I was back in high school. But it's been a minute since I picked up the pen. But now that I've got like a little boy, I recently got him like a sketch pad and some pencils, and I don't know. I found myself drawing for him a little bit, which is pretty fun.
I drew a house and stick figures. I was like, yes, finally, I can go back to my first love, drawing stick figures.
I love it. All right, y'all. Well, those are our predictions for Backlash. We'll certainly be back here tomorrow evening for you guys around 10 p.m. Central Time ish. But we'll definitely be talking Backlash review for you guys. But that will do it for us here. I guess we'll certainly see you guys later. So we're outie. In the meantime, do us a big favor, as always, guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and keep it A+. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
See ya.